Hey guys, welcome back to another review. And as you have seen already, I've been posting a lot of videos about a Brownsville, Texas Starbase Collectors Con, I think it is. And I didn't even know that there was going to be one of those in South Texas. And I was like, holy crap. Basically, what happened was I was saving money to buy another World War II katana, and I started selling my 1970s and 1980s Star Wars action figures. And a buddy of mine's like, "Hey man, did you hear about the convention, the Collectors Con that's coming to South Texas?" I said, "No." He's like, "Yeah, it's over there down in Brownsville, Texas." And I'm like, "Really? I got to check that out." So sure enough, he was right. I was like, "Holy crap!" So I didn't even think about it. I was like, "What the hell? I'll go check it out, see what's going on. Like maybe I can find some of my old action figures again." So when I went, there was very, very few old toys. Most of all the stuff that they had there was brand new stuff. Mostly pops, like Funko Pops. And other stuff was like Marvel Legends and some sports cards and Pokemon cards and stuff like this. Well, anyway, as I was walking there, I saw Felicia Rose and Dave Sheridan. And I was like, holy crap. I started talking to him and I started talking to her. And I was like, oh man, you have no idea. Like me and my sisters, both, like all of us love you. And mainly my older sister, because she's the one that got me into horror. So just freaking awesome. And again, I got her autograph right here. Look at that. Holy crap, is that freaking awesome or what? Yeah, let me just back up a little bit here so you can see her there. Look at that, look at that. Oh man, that looks so cool. And one of the reasons why I started watching her movies was because, again, back in the day when you would have Blockbuster, you would see, again, the VHS tapes, and then you would see like stuff like this. And the movie posters on the VHS tapes. Well, in one of them, which was, I believe, part 2, like this, where she had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre chainsaw there, Jason's mask, and Freddy Krueger's claws there, I was like, what the hell is that? Okay, I gotta check that out. So I started watching it. I was like, holy crap, that is freaking awesome. That is cool. And I mean, it just basically took off from there for the most part. Again, like I tell you, my sister's the one that got me into horror movies. And then I started watching, again, Sleepaway Camp. And then they made part 1, part 2, part 3. And then if you bought this box set, this 4th disc came in it. So there you go right there. So very, very cool. And as I was talking to her, I went in the morning. I went like around 10, as soon as they opened, really, because here's the actual advertisement. So let's see, there's the Starbase. There was a guy that was supposed to go and ended up not going, which I believe his name was, oh man, I want to say Frank Shaw. I could be wrong. But anyway, there's all the information that you need to go to and all that, so you could have checked it out, or you could still probably go, and they probably still have the site up and check it out and all that. And around YouTube, there's a lot of people that are walking around and showing different things, different parts of the convention and all this. Well, anyway, for the most part, if you look at some of them, you will see me. And I am dressed all in white in a business suit wearing my stormtrooper helmet right there. And I'm gonna pull up one of my pictures on my phone here, and you could see me. That's me right there, obviously. So in this picture, I'm not wearing the tie, but if we move this way, I took a picture of that this way. That's where I started wearing the tie and my ring right there. So let's see here. Let's.
Yvonne, hi! I'm Felicia Rose, Angela from Sleepaway Camp. I'm with Ruben.
Yeah, can you believe it?
Yay! And we wanted to send you hugs and love, and we're thinking of you.
That's right.
Mwah. Bye!
There's that autograph. Movie poster, part 3, part 2, scary movie. And this is Dave Sheraton signing this right here. He's a huge Puppet Master fan, and he was telling me stories about, he knows the guy that redid the figures, and they're 2 feet tall, which the originals were 1 foot tall. So he was telling me all this. He was telling me stories about that. That was my helmet in the background there, where I was sitting next to him.
What is it? Uh-oh. Well, as long as he's not choke slamming you. We do need this place cleaned up. Yes, exactly. Good. Good answer.
He's like, do it now.
I'm sorry we're taking up so much of your time.
So yeah, it was incredible to spend 2 days just talking to him and her. It was a blast, and it was I'm gonna have to say it was one of the best days of my life. It was incredible to spend time with them, just to talk to them, to shoot the breeze, basically. Let's say that. Don't want to curse right now. But yeah, it was just incredible to see this guy and Felicia Rose. Just to talk to them, to again spend time just getting to know them. It was incredible. I'm gonna show you another picture after this video, and she had me follow her on Instagram, and she took a picture with me. So we'll look at that right now. But these two were always goofing around, always playing around, and just it was just so fun. Okay, so there's that. And then again, you could see that better right here. And then that's when he was signing this one to me. Now the story with this was, he gave me these because the place that they were booked at, the convention center or the event center, however it is called, they didn't have somebody to help him out. So as I was talking to him and her, he's like, "Hey man, do you want to just sit down with me?" I was like, "Hell yeah, hell yeah, I want to sit down with you. Shit, why not?" So I sat down with him, and again, that's why we were talking and just having a good time, basically. Oh, that's my friend's hot rod right there. But let me move this around and come this way. Let's go to Instagram. Come over here. And there I am. So I had my camera right there where I was videotaping or recording them signing Again, my sword, my picture here. And Dave actually gave me a sticker when he was in, again, Scary Movie. But a little updated sticker of his. So he put it in the back of my helmet, so when I would walk around, 2020, doofy. So I was like, hell yeah, man, just put it on. I'll freaking wear it. I don't care. You know, it's better than the president we got now. But yeah, there you go. But anyway, yeah. So we were talking about that. We were laughing and joking and telling, you know, like just talking about stuff. And it was great. It was really, really cool. And something that I will never forget. It was just so much fun to talk to them, to get to know them. They were seriously down to earth people. You could feel the love when they talk to you. It's not like some people that are just there for the money. Yeah, just, you know, I don't care. Give me the money. I'll sign whatever you want me to sign. Okay, goodbye. No, they actually paid attention to you. They actually listened to what you had to say. They actually, I mean, so much stuff. But the reason why you're looking right now at a World War II sword and Highlander's sword is there's a funny story behind it. So what happened was when I went there, I just went walking around. And I had this sword, and Felicia Rose, I told her a story about this. When I bought this sword, it has another autograph on the other side of the blade. So if you want to see that autograph, let me put this down. And I told her what happened. When I bought this blade, this sword, it did not have a sheath for it. And it did not have, well, it did not... how do I put this? The other signature that it, I guess you could say supposedly had, was signed by Adrian Paul. Again, that's the guy that played Duncan MacLeod in the TV show Highlander. And this is an actual licensed product. And this is a hand-forged weapon. A hand-forged sword. So let's see if we can show this now. So there you go. Serial number 1127 Highlander hand forged series by United Cutlery, and then it's Dave Merch something Corporation. So this is actually licensed, this is hand forged, and now it's signed by Felicia Rose, XO. And that is freaking amazing. I love that to death. This sword's gonna stay with me forever. But let's turn it around and look at the actual signature that supposedly Adrian Paul signed it. I say supposedly because if you look at it closely, part of the signature is gone. You can see right here that is gone. What happened was I bought this off a person that said that it was signed by Adrian Paul, and then he put clear coat over it, and the clear coat bubbled up, and when he put it in the leather scabbard that this one originally came with, that signature rubbed off and it came off. And I was like, dude, I honestly don't care. I'm not buying it for the signature. I'm buying it because it's the only actual good representation of MacLeod's sword from Highlander. And again, I wanted to do this own sword video, but I guess we'll do it now. Again, it's a serial numbered official hand forged katana. This is the real deal, and most of the people prefer to have the ones made in Spain, and I understand that, but I couldn't find one from the other company that also does their licensed products. I found this one by United Cutlery, and I was like, they're both hand forged, they're both katanas, and they both look great. I'm not gonna be complaining. I'm not gonna be using it. So again, it's a real katana, it's hand forged, but again, you can see right there, it's Adrian Paul. Most of it's gone. So you can look at the hamon. It's a brushed on hamon, but it's still beautiful. And yes, it is oiled. Trying to get the hamon to show up on the camera here. Very nice, very beautiful sword. Just incredible. I've been waiting to do a video of this particular sword for a very, very long time. And I've been trying to do it when there's a thunderstorm. But where I live, it's very rare. So, man, that sucks. But with Felissa, oh my God, Felicia Rose, with her signature to the actual blade, is more than incredible. And again, let's say that Adrian Paul did sign it and now she did too. That is freaking awesome. And I wanted Dave to sign it as well. For like, again, she's a horror fan, like not a fan, sorry, a horror actress. And then he plays the Ghostface in Scary Movie, of course. And that would have been just freaking awesome, you know, like two horror actors signing the katana. I didn't do that because I was like, well, you know, I don't want to seem too like, hey man, sign this too, sign that too, sign this too, because I'm helping them out and I don't want to take advantage of that, you know. So she also, again, you saw pictures or videos of her signing this. So if you want to read that, this is my favorite weapon, Felicia Rose, XO. So that is freaking incredible. Now again, when I bought this sword, this katana, it did not come with the original imitation or the original leather sheath that actually came with this sword. So I had to buy another sword, and I customized this part right here, the entry, a little bit, and now it fits perfectly in there. Or at least, you know, the katanas. My God, I can't talk right now. I'm talking too fast. I'm thinking too much about other stuff, about all the time that we had together, like talking and spending time together and all this. Well, anyway, what happened was when she signed this, and Dave was like, wow, man, this is a freaking sharp sword. And every time somebody would get too close or whatever to him or her, he would tell them, hey, don't get too close. Ruben here has a katana. He'll you know, slice you up. So they just started cracking up and laughing. And it was freaking funny as hell. But after that, she wanted to see a real sword, and he did as well. So I was like, well, okay, if you really want to see one, I'll bring one. So the next day, this was on a Saturday, the next day when I went back, I brought this one. Now again, when you read this is Dave's signature. So he says, Ruben, you're the coolest dude to ever bring a samurai sword to my table. And again, like I tell you, I have the movies from Felicia Rose, Sleepaway Camp, DVD, box set. Awesome. I didn't have her sign this. I was like, everybody in the world has her sign the movies. Oh, sign me this. Sign me a poster. Sign me, again, an autographed picture of yourself. That's awesome. Yeah, I want it to be different. It's just the way I am. So why the hell not on a Highlander katana? As, again, different, I brought a Puppet Master figure didn't have a Ghostface action figure. So, come on now. I mean, do I have to really tell you guys? But there you go. I mean, seriously. So, as I went back, I took this, and he's like, "Oh, man, what's this? Did you buy this here?" I said, "No. I had this hanging on my wall for many years." And he's like, "Wow, that's so cool. I'm a huge Puppet Master fan." And I said, "Really?" He's like, "Hell yeah." And he's like, I know a guy that did the newest movie. It just came out not too long ago. And he redid the puppets. When the original puppets were 12 inches tall, the remake, they made them 2 feet tall. And I said, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, they made them really big. But I always loved this original look. It looks really nice." And I was like, "Really? That's so cool, man." And then he started looking at the back, and he's like, "So which one are these that were in the first movie?" So I told him the first movie was Pinhead, Blade, 6-shooter, if I'm not mistaken. I told him it was Leech Woman and Chester, but not Torch and not Tundler, because Torch, I believe, was in the second movie, and the Totem was in the fifth movie, because the fourth movie had a different totem, and then the fifth movie they made him look this way. So yeah, but he really liked it, and I was like, "Wow, that's so cool." And then he's like, "Well, do you want me to sign this?" I said, "Hell yeah, if you want to sign it, go for it, man, sign it." So that was the whole reason. The first day I had the sword, and I showed it to them, and I told them about the signature of Adrian Paul, and she was like, "What? That's sad, that most of the signature's gone. So you know what? I'm gonna sign the blade for you." And I said, "Holy crap, that's freaking awesome!" So I paid her to do this signature for me. And then she did this for free. And I was like, "Oh my God," both of these. I was like, "Holy crap, that is freaking unbelievable. That is awesome." And I still, if you're watching this, thank you. This is amazing. Seriously, oh man, this is awesome. So the next day, like I tell you, they both wanted to see a real samurai sword. Now again, I told them that this sword was in World War II Japanese officer mounts. The blade inside was actually made in 1830 or 1860, around there. It's by a second generation swordsmith. So I told them all the history. I showed them inside and out, and they were in love with the sword. And again, they were like, "Don't get too close. Ruben has a samurai sword. Look at this sword." And I was showing people that would go and look at Dave or Felissa, and they were just like, "Where the hell did you get that? And what the hell, okay, that's cool," and all this stuff. So it was awesome. It was a blast. And I gave him $20, and he also signed me this, which this was another movie he came out in just recently. And in this one, he actually produced a little bit of it, and he did the title here, and it said The Walking Deceased. Now, The Walking Dead tried to stop that title from coming out because it was not, allowed, because it was supposed to be The Walking Dead spoof, again, parody. But you know what? Let me pick this up on part 2, okay, guys?